It's like my only thing is I want to be the greatest. I want to be the best. You don't know what it's like to be me. This is not nice.
Sonny Purdue, where's my red flag at? Where's it at? Saw you fucking my girl last fucking night. Yeah, got ha ha! Kick your ass! Kick your ass! I was in jail for fucking a fucking pig. Kick your ass! Hey, my mama, she was wearing a wig. Oh, God damn you! I'm gonna whoop you up, nigga! Kick your ass! Say what? Kick your ass! Oh, God, what are you gonna do, Billy? I'm gonna kick his ass, Mom! What? Yeah! Wow! Kick your ass and I fuck you! I don't know what to say! I'm gonna fuck you! Kick your ass!
Hey, welcome back to the Eaker Show, the podcast where we aim to cure erectile dysfunction. This week, I am here with MMA fighter Briven Sullivan. How we doing, Mr. Briv?
Good. No erectile dysfunction.
None at all. This guy's bricked up, so
So hard.
we did a 2-hour off-camera podcast before this. We can talk about that. We can talk about it's okay to talk about you drinking.
Yeah, dude. Come on now.
This guy.
I get lit. We're like 6 ranch waters deep right now, dude. It's okay to talk
animal.
about drinking. I'm Irish, dude. That's what I do.
Yeah, with being a fighter, I think that's probably like counterintuitive as to what most people would think.
For sure. Yeah, most people think like fighters are like these like Shaolin monks or whatever. But reality, bro, I just like to fight. I'm disciplined during camp, but I like to have fun. Mm-hmm. We all like to have some fun.
I think you kind of got to be a dysfunctional motherfucker to even want to be like in a cage with the door locked and you and another guy who wants to kill you.
I guess so.
For hopefully money, I think.
Do you think I'm functional?
I mean, you seem functional so far, but there's got to be something ticking in there that's like, I want to go fucking beat ass.
Yeah, I thought I was normal, dude. And then now I'm in a fight room and I got all the guys I train with, they're calling me a psychopath. And I'm like, man.
I think that's probably.
Maybe I'm a little different.
That's probably a good thing. I did the pod with Kimber and she seemed hella locked in for her camp. I know she was not drinking. She was like very disciplined with her eating. Are you always like that when you're leading up to a fight?
Leading up to a fight, absolutely. Like that 8 to 6 week mark, I'm fucking locked in. But, man, outside of a fight, dude, the amount of discipline that it takes to lock in and put 2 months of your life into just like trying to get into the best shape and eating well and tracking all your calories, it's kind of exhausting. So come, the time that you have off, I'm getting lit. I'm having some fun. I'm still training, but man, if I want a couple brews after a hard training session, I'm gonna have it. You know,
who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
I feel like with the the narrative that you have to be so locked in or so like focused. I feel like people like John Jones kind of ruined that narrative because you look at like the first Daniel Cormier fight where he told Daniel, he was like, I was drunk doing coke the whole time. I didn't even train.
And I
beat
his ass, bro. Still beat his ass.
The first Alexander Gustafsson fight where they said he literally didn't come to camp. Like he was just not showing up. He was just out partying and put on what a lot of people think is the greatest UFC fight of all time.
Yeah.
Which it was only that close because he was not training at all.
And even then, like, dude, fights are so skill-based. Like, my pro debut, I was getting lit. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't training super hard. Weight cut wasn't going great. I did the Ilia Topuria method and thought I could slam a bottle of wine right before weigh-ins. I was like, dude, I was like 152. I had to make 156.9. And I was like, all right, I heard Ilia talk about this. If you drink a liter's 2 pounds. Well, if you drink a liter of wine, then you lose 4 pounds, right? It's supposed to double it. So I was like, this math is mathing. Slammed a bottle of wine, got wasted, bro. Woke up the next day hungover and was like, yo, guys, I don't think I'm going to make weight. I'm like 4 pounds heavier now. This is supposed to go the opposite direction. I texted the matchmaker. We bumped it up 5 pounds. But then I went out there and I subbed him in 30 seconds. So it was yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. But thank God it didn't go to like the second or third round, you know? So it's all learning lessons.
Yeah, I feel like that Ilya Taporia advice would have meant a lot less after the White House card.
Yeah.
I feel like people are probably not looking at him like he's got the fucking blueprint anymore.
He stopped doing it, so maybe
Okay.
maybe that's the blueprint. You just gotta go.
We know of him doing it and you doing it, and you won your fight, and he won all of the ones he did with it.
So what you're saying is I'm like Ilya Taporia and John Jones.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Maybe add in some. What was that stuff John Jones loved so much? Cocaine.
Okay, yeah. Maybe a little bit.
I don't feel like that's helpful at all.
No.
Did you see the last clip of the guy that, like, John Jones cut him off in traffic, and he walks up to the car, and he's like, hey, you fucking asshole. And John Jones is like, get back in your car, man. Get back in your car. And that guy's like, well, you fucking cut me off.
They don't know.
And John Jones is saving his life.
Yeah.
He's like, he literally should get a medal for saving this man.
Serial killer, bro.
Dude.
Serial killer.
How many regular guys do you think it would take?
To kill John Jones?
Yeah. Like, no weapons involved. You have guys.
No training.
No training.
Oh, shit.
Off the street. I think 4 guys ain't doing it.
No. That was my first go-to. I was like 4,
Yeah.
but then I was like, bro, he knocks out 2 easy.
First guy makes it immediately 3 guys. The first guy that approaches
Real.
him, we're at 3 guys.
I think we're at 10, bro.
10
10's like
guys. It
a
might be 10 guys.
Yeah. Dude, if you've never been punched before, you don't know if you can take a punch. The amount of
Exactly.
guys who just get mollywopped.
Exactly.
And John Jones is fucking huge. How big are these guys?
I mean, even if they're my size, does that matter? Because look, can I punch John Jones hard
You're a
enough
lot
to make
bigger
him quit?
than me, Ed.
Can I punch John Jones hard enough to make him not want to fight? I don't think so.
Could 10 of you punch him enough to make him not want to fight?
I don't think you can make him not want to. I think you might.
That's valid,
You
yeah.
would have to actually knock him out.
What about 5th graders? How many 5th graders you taking? Dude, I got swarmed by them. We were doing a summer camp over at my gym, and I got swarmed by like 30 of them. And afterwards, at one point, they were dogpiling me, and I was like laying on the ground, and I just stood up like Godzilla. I was like, I could take like 100.
I'm about to flex and bust out of here.
Straight up, I could take 100.
All right, here's the question to the people in the comments. I want y'all to answer this question. If you have John Jones and you send in 5th graders in waves of 10, how many 5th graders does he go through before he eventually just succumbs to exhaustion?
Million.
1 million 5th graders.
Dog, he's going to 5th
Because
graders?
it's one kick is taking out 3 to 4 5th graders.
Yes.
Waves of 10, I
He's
feel like really
fine.
changed it. Okay, what if we go not waves of 10? What if we do the gorilla versus men technique? You do John Jones versus 5th graders. If you unleash 100 5th graders at one time,
Okay.
do you think they take him? I think no chance.
No chance, dude.
No, because what damage are they mounting?
Listen, you can. They're out. If I can land a stiff jab and that boy's out, John Jones is gonna spin back kick and then he's gonna line like 7 of them. They're gonna be lined up and he's just gonna heel across.
He takes a 5th grader and throws them at the other 5th graders. So you said you're a pro now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
When did that happen?
I turned pro July 25th of last year, I believe.
Okay, so
last year.
we're almost at the we'll be at
2
the year
years
mark.
ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, I got the Karate Combat call, man. They called me on 2 weeks' notice to fight in Nashville and put me against a 15-time world champion.
What promotion's that under?
Karate Combat is it's like their own promotion.
Okay.
They're pretty big, man. They got like a few million followers. Sam Alvey fights for them. A lot of Luke Rockhold. A lot of the UFC fighters have kind of gravitated towards them. But this was in a little bit of an earlier stage with them. But they gave me a fight, 2 weeks' notice. Fought some British dude, 15-time world champion. Went out there, fought 2 weight classes up, beat his fucking ass.
And this is karate or this is MMA?
So the rule set's weird, man. So it's like you're doing kickboxing, but you're allowed takedowns. But they can't be double legs or single legs. They have to be like knee taps or judo throws.
Okay.
And then once it hits the ground, it's basically ground and pound until action stops. Dude, in the first 10 seconds, I came out, fucking left kicked him, and then I overextended, and he hit me with a 1-2, dropped me. And I'm laying on the ground. This lanky fuck just bombing me, bro. And I'm laying on the ground, like, looking up. And I felt like I was down there for 2 minutes. Even the guys in the commentary were like, man, they let this go way too far. Then I took over the fight, and dude, it was sick. The whole crowd was chanting, USA.
Fuck
USA. RFK in the building. Secret Service in the back. Dude, it was awesome.
So you won this fight?
For sure.
So what does it feel like getting dropped? Like,
That's a great question.
so like at the moment of impact, do you have like immediate memories of like the next 15 seconds of that?
That's a good question. I get a lot of deja vu. So, like, in my fights, when I get clipped really hard, even in training, when I get clipped really hard, it gives me deja vu. Hopefully that's not like...
You feel like you've been there before.
Yeah, but hopefully it's not like Alzheimer's and dementia kicking in.
Definitely not CTE.
A lot of CTE kicking in.
No, that's deja vu for sure.
But every time I get hit, and that's what happened. I got dropped, and I don't even remember him hitting me. I just remember kind of like falling. It's hard to explain. I just remember falling, and I'm standing over, and he's punching me. And, again, we're in the first, like, 15 seconds of the fight. And
Damn.
Yeah, it was so early, man. And I'm like, I've spent 10 years of my life, like, trying to get here.
This is your first pro fight.
It's my first pro fight.
And you're dropped 15 seconds in.
Yeah. Right? And I was just sitting up like, this can't be how my career ends, dude. This is crazy. And then he was punching me. I'm inverting, trying to grab his leg and trying to tripod or dummy sweep him, tripod sweep him. And finally it stopped, and I was like, I got you now, motherfucker. But it was crazy. I've never been rocked in a fight. Never really even been hit like clean in a fight, to be honest. At least significantly. And I'm starting to walk forward on him with my hands up, and the whole world is like tilting.
So you're still rocked?
I'm still rocked, bro.
Okay.
So the first round was just me trying to like regain my composure after those first 15 seconds. Then halfway through the second round, he hit me with a hook kick. I remember he jumped up, hit me with a hook kick, and it kind of like grazed the back of my head, and I pinned him against the wall. And I was like, I'm going to whip your fucking ass now. And from the rest of that fight, I just took over. Dude,
and that was a W.
It was a W, dude. At one point, because they had the pit, so they had the slanted walls.
Okay.
And at one point, I pinned him against the pit, and I was punching him, and he jumped up and wrapped his legs around me, and I threw him down. I was like, "You're fucking gay, dude." And he
said
looked
this out loud,
out straight to his face, and he looked up like he was in awe. He was like, "No, I can't believe this guy's talking."
How old
to me.
was this guy? Do we know?
28.
Okay, so he wasn't like an old guy.
15-time world champion, bro. He was supposed to be, after I beat him, I walked over to the matchmaker, and he was like, he was supposed to be our next champion.
Wow.
Like, he was supposed to be their next big thing. Took that shit on 2 weeks' notice and did my thing, man. But it was crazy. He's kind of a pussy. I'm not going to lie, karate guy, you know? Yes. Listen, I used to think Taekwondo was kind of lame. Karate's definitely lame. Taekwondo is
gayer than Taekwondo?
Legit. Dude, Taekwondo's legit.
Okay.
Karate, super gay, dude.
Okay.
Super gay. This guy's like, watching his footage, he's a 15-time world champion, but watching his
karate.
Footage, yeah, and he's like...
And they do the rush in karate, where they just run forward and they're
so
doing
gay, dude.
Sock'em robots.
So, yes, I can't stand that. I'm like, this does not work in a fight. And during the fight, at one point, I was like hitting him his body, and he was like, I was like, bro, he ain't never been hit like this before.
Well, there's been like one really successful karate guy in UFC, Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most.
There's people with karate, obviously, as like a tool in their toolbox, but like primary karate. I think Joaquin Buckley is a karate guy, if I'm not mistaken.
If Joaquin Buckley's a karate guy, then I don't know, dude. I can't see that.
That could be wrong, actually.
That would be devious, dude. The way he knocked out my poor Wonder Boy. But yeah, Wonder Boy definitely is like the biggest name I can think of who's a karate
guy for sure. Lito Machida, karate guy.
Machida, that's a dude. Good pull. Wow. He knows ball. He knows ball.
Elite ball knower. He would do the rush. He would do the fucking where your like shoulders are square. It looks like there's no way you could generate power off of it because they like kick in the middle of it. But that's like the most effective version of it I've ever saw. Wonder Boy was like much more of a space creator.
Yeah. He was a lot more angly and kind of like to throw some round kicks with it too. Machida had some sick front kicks, sick knees up the middle. But yeah, it's all linear, man. It's just all linear. If I'm fighting a karate guy, obviously they have good footwork, good bounce, but you got to move left to right a little bit more.
Head off the center line.
So
how many pro fights have you had?
I've got 3 now. This next one will be my 4th. So the karate combat doesn't count towards my MMA record. So I'm 1-0 in karate combat, 2-0 as a pro in MMA.
And the second fight, that was under what promotion?
I fought under NFC, and then recently, my most recent one was under LFA.
LFA.
Yeah, so LFA's sick, man. Hopefully, they're coming back in August. We're trying to find opponents. It's been quite challenging. So hopefully we get an opponent on that. But that card is going to be sick. My boy Debo's headlining it, man. Debo is an animal.
What's his name?
Dedrick Sanders.
Sanders.
His name's Debo. He's like 12-5, fought for the PFL.
Jewish guy? Dedrick Sanders?
Beats up the Jewish guy.
Okay.
He's black, dude.
Okay.
Debo brick squad, dude.
Debo the Jew.
Last fight he fought a Daggy and
Okay.
Dagestani, by the way. That is not a slur. That's
Packy is a slur. Daggy is not a slur.
He fought a Daggy and this kid was like 19. He was like supposed to be some stud and he did what Debo does, man. Pinned him against the cage, elbows, knees, broke his will, bro.
Dirty boxer type guy?
Yeah, nasty, bro. Get you in the clinch and just fucking makes it dirty, man. And some guys don't like fighting like that.
So August is the next fight potentially coming up?
Yes, this will be August 28th in Clarksville.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get an opponent for that. I'd love to have you back on before it to help promote that.
That would be fucking sick.
That'd be very cool.
It's just been hard to find opponents, man. People have this consensus that, like, since you fight MMA, you're like this tough guy, I guess, in a sense. But what they don't see is, like, there's a lot of politics behind it. I had a guy signed the next day. He pulled out. And then we offered another guy. He was undefeated as an amateur, undefeated as a pro. He just straight up declined the fight. So
What did he do? Watch your highlight reel?
I fought his teammate. The 29-second hangover triangle is the one that I fought his teammate. And I was supposed to fight another one. Dude, I was trying to Dominic Cruz their team, bro. Just, if you know, you know.
Ball.
Straight up. I was just trying to go through and smack every single one of their teammates. But he declined me too. And, yeah, it's just been really hard to find opponents.
So how did you get started in? Did you wrestle in high school? Like, what base are you coming out of? I know I see you at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I know you do that. I see you striking on social media.
Yeah.
But did you, like, wrestle first? Like, what?
No. I mean, I have brothers, so like we scrapped growing up, and my dad has this video from a long time ago where we're sitting in our double wide. Good? Yep. Cool. Sitting in our double wide, and me and my brother are fighting. My brother runs across, and I bitch smack him, and then no offense, Avon. And then he has on the video, I put him in mount, and I hit him with like a sick arm bar, which is crazy to think about because at that point I'm like 7 years old maybe. My mom comes.
No training, obviously.
No, just played UFC.
You saw the move.
Straight up. That's how I learned. It's weird. I just kind of see it and try to replicate it. I was like, oh, the arm, it seems like this guy's in pain when the arm bends this way. So, yeah, I really just played UFC. I played basketball and baseball growing up, and then, I mean, we talked about this earlier, man. I was in 9th grade, and we were getting smoked by the JV team. Dude tosses off the backboard windmills. We're down 50.
An Italian guy.
Yeah, Italian, obviously. Obvious. Light color, light color. Very pale. Dude, and when he dunked it, I was like, oh, I'm not meant to be on this court, dude.
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Shane Gillis has the bit of like about 9th grade is when every white American realizes that basketball is not going to be a sport they play.
So real, dude.
When you see the first Italian guy fucking oop it to himself off the backboard, you're like, well.
Baseball.
We'll
go to baseball or golf.
And then the Dominican Republicans come in.
Oh,
and you realize, fuck, baseball's probably not it either.
Studs, bro.
Studs.
And then you go to golf or tennis.
Golf and hockey are our last vestiges of white culture, really.
What do you think about hockey? It's really big in Nashville.
Kind of gay.
Really?
Well, it's too hot for ice down here. So have I ever been to a hockey game? No. Have I ever watched one on TV? No. And anything that I don't know about extensively, to me, is gay.
Valid.
Yeah. Soccer, before a month ago, very gay.
Dude, same. And after watching that Argentina-Spain game, less gay. Still kind of gay.
Yeah,
Dude, the flops, dude, that guy hitting that cartwheel midair had to have called. Dude, that had to have been a flop.
I don't know, dude. I'd love to put that in here. We'll see how lazy I am editing. I might put the clip of the guy flipping right here currently.
He got like 10 feet of height. Just
did. It looked like he either like posted and leaped or, I don't know, that guy kind of chopped him.
He looks like he's done some trick-in flips, gymnastics
the
before.
The flops in soccer are crazy, bro. And it's so incentivized because the clock continues to move even during. So if you just fake the injury long enough, you fucking burn off the clock, especially if you're up.
What do you think about soccer now, though? Like less gay, obviously.
Less gay, still gay.
Still ultra gay.
But I've loved to. Okay, so for the last month, I have sat at a local dive bar.
Okay.
Drank ranch waters and gambled on soccer.
Dude, by the way, shout out the ranch waters.
Shout out.
Cheers.
0 carbs,
Cheers
0 sugar.
0 carbs, 0 sugar. We're still making weight.
Alcohol is its own macro, so you are still getting some calories, but it's like 70 calories per shot.
Cool. So I'm like
Maybe
350 deep.
Yeah, close to 4.
Dude, that's a fucking Snickers bar.
But what, you haven't ate anything?
No.
So you've been,
which is not a good look either. five deep, nothing in my stomach, and I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'll make sure to have the Uber waiting outside for you for the ops watching out there.
Sorry, Mom.
So what was the last fight you had? When was that?
February 6th. I fought. That was LFA as well. F&M Bank Arena. I broke my hand in the first round.
That's the one where you blasted your hand apart.
Yeah, bro. Literally, the first, dude, the hand wraps. I told my coach, Dustin, I hope you're watching this, but I told him before, I was like, man, I don't like a lot of padding on my knuckles. I want to, feel my knuckles through the glove. And I also have tiny hands, as you can see. So I got a small pair of gloves, and he put a lot of padding on the knuckles. The gloves in the back, I remember hitting the pads and it just not feeling right. The glove was, sliding back kind of thing. And in the first round, just looped a hook, broke my hand. I thought my middle knuckle just pushed back. I went to the corner. I was like, my hand's broke. And fought him. I subbed him in the last, 10 seconds. Literally with,
of the fight.
Yeah. The do went off, and then he tapped. So I think there was, 9 seconds left in the fight.
So do we know what the cards look like the scorecards look like at that time?
I don't. That was my biggest thing. They were like, you dominated. I still beat him with one hand, which is sick, by the way.
It did. I saw the ending of that fight, and it didn't look like you were not using your hand.
No, dude, I was throwing it. Every time I was throwing it, it was weird. I fought with a broken hand before. My only loss, I fought 30 times, man. I've lost once. My only loss, I fought with a broken hand. It was a kickboxing fight, though, so you got the big gloves and the hand wraps and stuff. So it was a little different this time.
A little forgiving.
Very forgiving. And I was still cracking the guy. He had a bloody nose and stuff. But this one, I was throwing the left, and every time I was throwing it, the bones were, clashing and clinking and scraping. I could feel it. It was gnarly, right? But that, I have this thing where I think you should, if you want to increase your pain tolerance, you should chase pain. So I have this weird thing where if I get bruises on me and stuff, I push super hard into them and try to numb myself to it.
Just to feel it.
Yeah. So I was doing that with my hand. I was slinging it. I hit him 3-4 times. By the 5th time, I threw the left, and as the left was going towards his face, it was like my body stopped me. You know when you magnets, right? And you're trying to push the magnets, and they're pushing against away from each other. That's how it felt. It's I was trying to crack the dude, but my body was you can't do that.
So was it the same? It was your left hand again?
Yeah.
Did you break it in the same place?
No, I broke so the first time I broke it on my index metacarpal. This one I broke it in the center. So I broke this twice.
That's the bird metacarpal, by the way.
The bird metacarpal. The goon hand, dude. Wiping your ass right-handed. Have you done that before? Have you ever messed up your dominant hand?
I'm about to have elbow surgery. And they're not going to do them both at the same time because they say you need a really good friend if you get both done at the same time.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you, wiping your ass with your non-dominant hand is an horrible experience.
What's the remedy?
The remedy? Showering.
Shower.
Dude, every shit, I'm squatting down and spreading cheeks, dog.
So you're only playing home games.
Dude, I only play home games.
You can't. Me too, bro. I can't play away games.
Yeah, dude, I've got to really have to shit. If I'm gonna shit in a Walmart,
you
got me fucked up, bro.
Dude, I used to go to the gym in Chatsworth.
Yeah.
And so the gym in Chatsworth,
the 24/7.
Yes.
Okay.
The gap in the door on the shit stall,
you can see,
is this big. So if somebody walks by, they can see your dick and balls and dookie hanging out.
That's devious. The worst is when you make eye contact with them. They peek in and you're
yeah, they just
give them a little side eye, dude. Tilt your head a little.
You could ever be in. So I would go to the Ingles and shit. And sometimes I would go to the Ingles and there would be no music playing in the bathroom.
Oh.
And so it's when you push one out, there's a little clicks and pops and you can just kind of hear what's going on. I get so embarrassed, bro.
Really?
And I know maybe I seem like I'm a forward person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't experience that range of emotions. But when I'm dookie, I think it's the vulnerability.
Straight up.
Even a dog, you take a dog wants to go into the corner. A dog wants to be away from somebody. Because while you're doing that, you're
vulnerable,
easy to
dog.
kill. You're easy to kill.
If I walk into a bathroom and I know I'm about to shit and it's a public one and someone else is in the bathroom, I'll sit down on the toilet and I'll wait to hear the door. I'm they saw my face. If I see them again in this Target, I'm fucked.
They'll know I poop.
They know, dude. They know. The crazy ones are the guys who sit down and they're and you're just oh man, and it's just explosive. And I'm dude, you're grunting and groaning the whole time.
Yes. But this is happening across the country a remarkable amount of times right now because of the shit virus going on. Is it lettuce?
It's lettuce.
I saw an article about Taco Bell the other day where they were trying to blame Taco Bell with the lettuce.
Yeah, it's Taco Bell lettuce, and then they've narrowed it down to like the parasite is in the store-bought lettuce, and basically they all have the same supplier, which, thank God, I don't eat lettuce.
Cyclospora.
Vegetables are gay, by the way. Vegetables are gay, dude.
Vegetables are on the gradient of
Broccoli's
being
kind of
gay.
manly.
More dense than red
If you
meat.
eat peas,
Come on. Snap pea. If you're eating, what's the gay? Asparagus? Damn, I love asparagus, though.
butter-covered asparagus.
It makes your pee stink.
Ooh,
It makes your pee stink bad.
I've not ate that much asparagus.
I don't even have to have that much, bro. I can have one little stalk, and I go pee, and I'm like, ugh. I wonder if this is doing this to my cum, too.
Yeah, dude. You ever been hooking up with a chick and you're drinking heavy, and then they hit the little swallow, and you're like, oh, I know that didn't taste good. That
Every
burnt
time-
coming out.
Every time a girl swallows, I always think to myself, why'd you do that? Because me, for me,
Why'd you do that?
yeah, once it leaves my body, bro, you could donate it to charity. I don't care what happens to that wad after it's out of me. Like, I get no sexual gratification of a girl being like,
Likewise.
it means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Spit it out. Be decent.
Yeah.
I don't know what the macros are on a load. I'm assuming,
Good for your skin, apparently. I don't know if you ingest it. If
That's
it's
what
good
I
for your
tell
skin.
girls. I tell them it's good for your skin.
Maybe it's based off your diet, dude. Maybe if you have a healthy diet,
Definitely
they're
based
getting
off
like
your
their
diet.
B vitamins and their magnesium. But like if you're drinking the ranch waters, you're just getting acid.
I'm on fucking 30 different peptides. My shit has to taste like fucking TV static coming out.
What's been your favorite peptide so far? What have you seen the most benefits from?
So the one that I notice immediately when I take it is NAD Plus.
Dude, yes. Yeah.
That one, you take it and it's like, I feel it in my traps. I feel it like go down the backs of my arms. Like I feel my body absorbing that one.
Yeah.
But I think, because I've been in the gym for like 15 years, so I know basically how fast I can build muscle. I know when I'm locked in how fast I can build muscle. If I'm drinking and fucking around, how fast I can build it. I took CJC 1295 and Apimorelin.
Okay.
And you wait 3 hours after you eat. You take it before bed, and like you take it, and the GH pulse, the growth hormone pulse, like you get flush everywhere. The muscle that I've put on in the last 2 months is like times 4, times 5. It just felt like being in a hyperbaric time chamber.
Really?
Real quick, this podcast is sponsored by Ambush Peptides. Thanks so much to the people over at Ambush. There's a peptide for fucking everything. It's legitimately the cure to obesity. I'm not going to say the specific product name. You can message me, or you can go to the Ambush Peptides website. We'll have the link down below. If you use the discount code that I put down there, it's 15% off everything in the store. Like I said, message me or the Ambush Peptides store, and we will get you hooked up today. Yeah, but the boost that I've gotten off of that stuff is, somebody asked me the other day, like, are peptides natty? I was like,
Dude, that's what made me feel weird. Is like my neck injury. I fucked my neck. Dude, actually literally touching this spot right now seems like it like jitters my trap in my shoulder. But I had a whiplash incident doing jiu-jitsu. I had hooks in turtle. The dude front rolled. My forehead hit the mat. We like scorpion. Both of our weight just like rolled over my neck. And it hit like an elastic effect. I was concussed for a few weeks. Dude, only way I could sleep, pool noodle. Game changer, by the way. Shout out Keith Bailey, dude. Pool noodle. Literally laying down on a pool noodle changed my life and is the only way I could sleep.
so he like bucked you forward and your forehead hit and the rest of your body went over
Just
the top of
rolled
you?
over, yeah. Like my forehead hit, and instead of tucking, I was like being a DA about it.
I'm
And
an athlete.
yeah, dude just rolled over, just wrecked me. Yeah, fucked me up big time. But I took a couple rounds of the BPC and the TB500, and my neck isn't 100%. I don't know if it'll ever be 100%, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was. I had a lot of disc issues with it after that, so.
The secret is going to be out on this stuff soon. We had a guy, so in this same room, I used to produce a podcast called The Great Mistakes Podcast with Josh Sterner, the guy that owns Ambush Peptides and this building. They had a guy in here. He had had a failed helo jump. He was a Green Beret guy and broke compound fracture of the femur, bone out of skin.
Yeah.
4 months later, off of BPC 157, TB 500, and MOTC, this guy was squatting again.
Yeah.
4 months after a compound fracture. Like and this is like the main danger that they talk about is what that stuff does, it basically regrows blood vessels super fast. So you can heal areas just by sending nutrients to them. Because when you hurt an area, you have like reduced ability to send nutrients to the area because you've fucked up the vessels or you fucked up whatever. But this stuff regrows these blood vessels so fast, and the main criticism is that if you have cancer cells,
it's going to speed them. Absolutely, can grow tumors and cancer and stuff. But BPC's in your stomach too.
Yes,
like BPC is a compound in your stomach that if you sprain your wrist or your finger,
your body is going to send
sends
that
the
signal.
BPC. So you're just like overriding your body with it.
The same thing with NAD+. NAD is produced in the body.
Okay.
So all of these peptides, I saw this the other day. This is actually interesting. So the way peptides got isolated was the Russian Olympic team in the 70s kept getting caught cheating. They were just giving testosterone to their athletes.
Shout out Kel Sanders, dude.
Shout out.
We know.
Who did?
We know, dude. Yeah. We know. There was another guy that Joe Rogan was talking about. Sorry, not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go. No, you.
Okay, so they figured out that these people are testing for testosterone, but you can take a hormone, which is a complex protein of like 15, 20 different parts that are, each part of it is targeting a different part of your endocrine system. So what they had their scientists do was break these into individual pieces, which they called peptides. It's basically, you could break testosterone into 15 different peptides.
Okay.
And then target specifically, testosterone does this for this, testosterone does this for this.
Yeah.
And so they weren't popping for testosterone, but they could still get the increased red blood cell count. They could still get the increased energy. They could still get all of these things without popping. And so then that spread off into these other sports. And it was basically just used in sports for the longest time to avoid the doping agencies. But now it's kind of out there, and it being used in the beauty industry and hitting TikTok with
the GHKCU.
Because me and you, if we make a regular TikTok of us walking back away from the camera and doing this, nobody watches that.
Yeah.
And people call us gay.
Yeah.
But you take a hot chick.
It's gay.
It is gay. You take a hot chick with huge tits, she just clicks play, does this, and clicks stop and says, look at my skin, I use GHKCU. And now that has 1 million views on it.
Literally. And they make a living off that too. Because there's like the TikTok shop and stuff.
Yeah.
So people just go to the TikTok shop and just buy those and they get
And these
commission.
affiliate codes. And peptides are the Wild West right now, though, I will say.
It's kind of scary, dude. Kind of scary. The
Yes.
gray market, man.
So now that I've been...
You can be playing with fire if you don't know who you're getting from.
And what are you putting in you?
What are you putting in you?
That's a big thing. Not to make this an extended ad section, but I take these ambush peptides.
Yeah.
And the office is literally next door to here. I know that when we get a shipment, we send these off to like an independent lab to verify them. It's roughly $300 a vial to get these things checked, run through a micrometer, make sure that it is what you say it is.
Yeah.
And they're not always. And so a lot of these people...
Now, do you test every vial, though?
Not every single vial. So they send them in batches.
Okay.
That they, you basically mix a batch. We send the test vial off to make sure that it is what it says it is.
Yeah.
But when I didn't know this, I'm pretty new to this space, but I've been trying to sell these to some people, and they're like, "Oh, I can get this for 1/4 of the price." And you can,
but
then it's these COAs, these certificates of authentication or whatever, to make sure that from these independent labs to make sure they are what they are. These places aren't offering any of those,
Yeah.
and so it's like you have to just trust the word of a Chinese compounder, and I don't trust the Chinese.
Dude, I'm all. I'm gonna pause what I was about to say. I'm all for like buy fake Jordans,
Of course.
Buy the fake Jordans, dude. Who wants? I don't. You save so much money.
Buy fake jewelry.
Buy fake jewelry.
Buy it.
Injecting something into your body from
That's
the
supposed to
country that
regrow blood vessels?
potentially may have started COVID.
Well, either COVID started from, and I think YouTube is laxed on this, so we can talk about it now. Either COVID started from somebody eating a bat at a wet market.
Okay.
In Wuhan, China, or it started at the Wuhan, China Coronavirus Research Institute.
Okay.
In Wuhan.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm going to turn this do not disturb on.
It started in one of those two ways. Either somebody ate a bat at a wet market in Wuhan, or it started from the Coronavirus Wuhan Research Facility.
Okay.
Jury's out on that. It was the largest research facility for coronavirus in the entire world in Wuhan, China, which the virus emerged in.
So what are you trying to say?
That it was a bat at a wet market. That's what I think.
Okay.
Because you know how the Chinese are about eating bats. You always hear about it.
I don't know if I'd ever eat a bat.
I've never heard about the Chinese eating bats one time ever.
Neither. Kind of scary. Dude, you ever been in a pool late at night? and especially around like Tennessee, Georgia.
Okay.
And the bats just fly down and they'll like pull your hair and shit. They'll bite you.
No.
No?
You've had that?
Yes. You've never swam in a pool and it's like late at night and they just swarm down. They go nibble, fucking dip.
I've never seen
They'll
it.
hit a drive-by bite.
Did they have rabies? They're mammals.
That's not good. That's not good. Sometimes they'll like pull your hair and shit.
That could be useful in the fucking
Freaky, dude.
at
Bats
the end
are
of the
freaky.
third round.
Hanging upside down all that time. They're freaky.
The only flying mammal. You ever seen what are those fucking things called? They're like flying dogs or something like that. It's the largest bat species.
Flying dogs?
They call them something like flying dog. I can't remember the exact name. I would love to. I'll put it up here, whatever they are.
Yeah, take a little picture.
The world's largest bat species, and here. Yeah, but they're like 2.5 feet tall. Mammals. So they're like a dog or a fucking wolf, and they just fly around.
It's like a midget with wings.
Yeah, and they eat just fruit, so it's like not
like
too
a midget.
concerning.
Yeah.
But they do have rabies. So we used to have bats. We had like a power pole in our front yard, obviously with the light on it, and you would see them swooping around hitting birds or hitting bugs, and we would take BB guns outside and be trying to shoot them.
No way.
But here's how fucking so
Do they attack?
you can't shoot a bat. Not us. You can't shoot a bat with a BB.
Okay.
I mean, unless it's probably a 1 in a million. But these bats were so fucking dialed in. So you would see a bat coming and you would try to like lead it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. When you would shoot, it could hear the BB coming. And I don't know if the bat didn't differentiate it from a bug. It would dive towards the BB.
What?
Because they use, echolocation.
Yeah.
They do the...
Yeah.
And they hear the sound come back to them. You would shoot the BB and the bat would alter course towards the BB.
Not very strategic.
No, that's not going to help them in the long run.
You ever seen those Orbeez guns?
Yes, dude.
Those seem sick. I've never had a BB gun.
I've had a BB gun. I've took a fully automatic clip to the stomach from the Orbeez gun.
How was that?
I mean, it doesn't feel great, but
All right,
it's like
wait.
you're not going to be...
Nerf, Orbeez, BBs, paintball.
Never been shot with a BB. I can imagine that BB is the worst. Nerf is
Over a
definitely...
paintball?
For sure.
You think? A metal BB.
Solid steel, bro.
I'm thinking plastic BB. Yeah,
you're thinking airsoft.
I guess so, yeah.
We could put the orange plastic airsoft bullets.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nerf is probably the lowest.
I don't know. You ever been hit with the disc shooters? They got those
Yeah, I
dense
have.
ass.
Yeah,
dude,
I
those
have.
will knock your ass out. They got these dense disc shooters that just soar through the air and
Those are fast.
wipe your face.
Paintball is rough. What are we talking? If you're doing
Paintball doesn't
paintball,
hurt
you got a uniform, or you got some kind of clothes on, saggy clothes. Airsoft usually the same.
All right,
We're talking bare skin.
Yeah, bearskin. What do you want to get hit by least?
BB
Okay,
for sure.
that's
Solid
valid.
steel BB, and then probably. Are we talking Nerf, airsoft, disc?
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. A metal BB sounds awful,
Yeah, I think those will fuck you up.
but a frozen paintball,
Frozen paintball has to be the worst.
right?
Bang for buck. You're not gonna break skin with a frozen paintball, but
Maybe.
you get shot in the hand with those.
You seen those guns that they have like pro paintball players? By the way, I didn't know paintball was like a professional.
It's dialed off a lot.
I went to the place and was playing for a friend's birthday. And we're like 18 at the time, man. There's like 8 of us, and a dude rolls up. He's got a gold-plated gun and his whole fit. And he's like, "Yo, can I play with y'all?"
He's got the legendary skin.
Straight up, he's got the legendary scar, man. We're playing Fortnite, and we're sitting there across from him, and he's melting us. Like his gun apparently shot. It had higher pressure, so it shot harder and faster. He was just
Rich
wrecking
parents.
18-year-olds, dude.
Rich parents.
He was getting reps in on us.
We had so I was in the Navy.
Oh, word! I didn't know that.
Yeah, for 5 years. And so around 2014 is when a bunch of the active shooters were starting to get like very popular.
Okay.
And so they added in, so the military police and civilian police are both governed by something called the CNIC. So we both derive our tactics from a parent entity called CNIC. And so they were introducing this with civilian active shooter response cases, because before everything was based off a 4 to 6 man entry team. Okay. So if it was just me on duty and there was an active shooter in this room, the protocol said that I wait outside the room until I have at least 3 more people. So I'm just sitting here listening to people get shot in the room.
That's wow.
Which is terrible.
Yeah.
So they introduced this new class called active shooter response. They gave it to the civilians first. It was working. So then they introduced it to the military. I was in the first group of people that went through this in the military. And it was based off 1 and 2 man entry teams. So in this, we were using fucking sim rounds, which is like,
Dude.
it's a literal, like the same round, but you have a chalk tip on the bullet. So you get hit, and it's like, these are unlike an airsoft or a paintball. These are fucking.
That'll break your rib.
Yes. These are fucking you up. I saw a guy, so you're pretty much in gear to be protected from this, but he had his finger straight and along his receiver and turned around, and the fucking active shooter shot a sim round that hit him under the fingernail, bro. Like perfectly under the fingernail, and just exploded the end of his finger. It was.
His whole finger?
Yeah.
Or just a fingernail?
Well, his fingernail came off, but the whole end of his finger was fucking.
Oh my gosh.
It looked bad, bro.
I've never even seen.
We shut class down for the day. It's a imagine a 5.56 round with chalk on the tip of it instead of lead.
Hear me out. Do you think that would be a sick sport? Imagine you got like two teams, like Rainbow Six, real life.
That's what we did in this class every day. We were using these sim rounds. I went to another SWAT school that used the same things.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can fuck somebody up with these. It would be a good sport,
right?
You
You
feel
like
it.
teams of 5, and y'all are like separate. You know, y'all have an objective, and you're just wrecking
King of
each
the
other.
Hill.
King of the Hill, dude. That'd be kind of sick, like
That
real
would be
life
so
Rainbow
sick.
or something. Real life Call of Duty.
If we had some like suit that could interpret how much damage you were taking based off where you got hit, like -9,
That's my thought. What if
minus
it's
13,
a tough guy can just take 40 rounds?
-26,
Minus 26, nice.
for sure.
Yeah, straight to the sternum, dude.
-50, dude.
You're gone.
You're done.
You're gone.
In this scenario, in this fictitious scenario, we started with 50 HP, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
-50. Bro.
Minus 50 all day, dude. Now the nuts.
-49, bro. You're limping.
Dude, minus 49. You may lose it.
You could still shoot back, but you're not effective. If you get your dick and balls blown off, you're not an effective soldier.
Have you dealt with that in jiu-jitsu yet? Like someone dropping down and dropping their knee on your nuts?
I haven't took a bad one. I've took some that made me take 2 or 3 minutes off.
Yeah.
But I've not taken like a crusher.
Ooh.
Now, I
Lucky.
think the worst thing I've took in jiu-jitsu, I was with Mike, and he got me in a weird choke one time that I didn't know I was in. Like there was not a crazy amount of pressure on my neck.
Yes. He does like the scoop and he kind of like.
The punch choke.
Yes.
There was not a crazy amount of pressure, and I could still breathe, which was weird. Like if you're in a rear naked, you can't breathe.
You can. I choked a friend unconscious.
Yes.
We were in class in high school, and I put him in a rear naked choke and was squeezing it. And most of the time, he would like tap. This time, he wasn't. And I'm like 15 seconds deep in it. I'm like we're in the front of the class. I let go of him, and he goes, slams his head on a chair. And when he wakes up, I was like, "You good, bro?" And he's like, "I could breathe. I thought I was okay."
That was me.
Really?
And Mike, I was good. I was just trying to like work out of it. I was trying to because I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
A lot of times I can just like brute force out of something.
Yeah.
But I didn't make it in time. And I right at the end, I felt like everything kind of closed in real quick. And I tapped and he let me go. And I remember like being on my knees and my elbows and like trying to raise up off my elbows and not really being able to. And then I just started laughing like I just hit air duster or something. Like I could not laugh. And as I'm laughing, I realized that I'm looking at like this much of my field of vision. And I'm like, Mike is trying to talk to me and I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Like I literally can't hear what he's saying. I'm looking at him.
Your ears ringing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And then I hear him say, like, you good? You good? And I noticed that I'm laughing then, and I immediately stopped laughing because nothing is funny. And I was like, oh, I am good.
Yeah.
But I think that I just almost.
I watched Mike get put out a couple times.
No way.
Dude, yeah. He gets, I don't want to say he gets choked out a lot because he's an animal. But when we were still training at a Gogi, man, like I saw him got choked out like 3 different times. Watching someone get choked out is kind of scary.
It is kind of scary.
But getting it done to you, it's really not that bad. Why do people keep calling me, man? Sorry.
You're a popular guy.
I guess what. Yeah, getting choked out's really not that bad. The way I explain it is like, yeah, you watch those movies where like a helicopter crashes or something, and then when you start coming to, like the ears are ringing, the lights are like beaming in your eyes and stuff. That's kind of how it is. It's really not that bad. You're just like at one moment you're in, and you're kind of scared for the last second or two. You're tapping, and then you're just out.
No real trauma though.
No,
You can have the blood cut off to your brain for literally an entire minute and be fine.
I
think it's what the science says.
Maybe.
When we were doing, when I was doing CPR and stuff in the military for being a first responder, they said like you have basically 3 minutes with no blood to the brain before you get into like real damage.
3 minutes.
Before you get into real damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems like a long time without blood in your brain.
Yeah. And then I think severe damage is maybe 7 minutes. I could be remembering this wrong. I'm pretty sure like 3 is like there's really no risk of like permanent brain damage. Then 7, you start to get like kind of some bad risks. And then if you go past that, you're going to be retarded. You just are.
Vegetable.
Yeah.
Man. How was the Navy, though? Did you live on base?
So I was stationed on a ship. And so I had so as soon as I got in, I got to my first command. I was on an aircraft carrier, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. Shout out my boys out there. We went on deployment like immediately after I got to the ship, like 14 days later. So I did like 5.5 months out.
Wow.
And then we had to come back. The Truman was on a boat, living on a boat. So you're just like 30 to 45 days out to sea, and then you're into port somewhere. So we went to like Las Palmas, Spain first, and then we went to Rhodes, Greece, and then we went to Bahrain. We went to Dubai. Well, we go to Abu Dhabi, but it's like 45 minutes from Dubai, so you take the bus there.
Yeah.
And then we had to like come back home to resurface the flight deck because the ship that was supposed to relieve us out of the Persian Gulf couldn't come. So we came home for like 2 months. We went back to the Gulf for another like 4.5. It was a lot of fun, dude. The travel was so cool because I was raised in Murray County. Just fucking
dirty Murray. Where you're born, where you're raised, where you're gonna spend the rest of your days. Dude,
yes.
What you know about that?
And I was out of Bracket Ridges, so it's like
How old was Porch Matthews?
40. He owns the fucking what's the Italian spot downtown in Chatsworth?
He does not own Little Rome.
He owns Little Rome, dude.
He owns Little Rome.
Porch Matthews owns Little Rome.
They got bomb threats a few years back. What did Porch Matthews do, man? Who'd he piss off?
Hey, I heard that he was the most streamed artist out of Chatsworth. I said, yeah, until I do this.
Until you came through. Until they saw Eat the Freak.
I think he's still more streamed than me. I got like 2.5 million. I think maybe that one song is almost at that much.
When's the music come back?
These last 2 days, I've been thinking about it. I've been having a situationship. I can't say this. I'm in like I can't say this.
Okay.
But she said something to me, and I remember my response that I formulated in my head, not what I told her. I was cold and ambivalent to her. But in my head, I had a rather poetic response.
Ambiguity, dude.
Yes. And I thought, I might be ready to come back. Hey, hold on. We're going to take a little pause. I'm going to pee again.
All right, cool. Yeah. And while Mr. Eek the Freak is gone, welcome to your segment with Just Briven. So how are y'all today? How's the weather? There's this blue light beaming in my eyes right now. Ugh. I got finger fucked in my eye a few days ago, so any light is just like destroying my eye. I thought I was going to lose my vision. Got my cornea scratched. Apparently that's not a big deal, but to me it was terrifying. Your eye's swollen and, man. What y'all know about the ranch waters? Eek put me onto the ranch waters tonight. I typically just sip a beer, you know. Don't try to drink too much, although this podcast may make it seem otherwise. But yeah, Eek put me onto the ranch waters, and they're actually kind of fire. 0 carbs, 0 sugar. We're staying lean, mean, killing machines here. Me and Eek the Freak on the ambush peptides. Oh yeah, the Eek the Freak show. I may have to piss, yeah.
Just me.
I was chatting with the cam for the
Good. That means I don't have to edit this much out. Wish my friend would come back. Briven. I think he's shitting. Ginger shits. He's never coming back. I think he left. How long could it possibly take? Briven!
Hey, dude, I told you, I've already told you, but I was married. I got married right out of high school. But did I tell you I lived on base?
No way.
So the girl,
Your wife was in the military?
yeah, she joined the military.
Which branch?
Now, Army. Now, guess where we were stationed?
Fort Benning.
Worse. What's the worst place you can get stationed in the U.S.? This was 2020. Fort Hood, dog.
Fort Hood. There was a shooting there.
Shooting, and then a guy, basically, I don't know the full story, so I don't want to put any, like, false facts out, but a girl got sexually assaulted by one of the higher ups. And then she went to the guy who basically ran Fort Hood and was like, hey, this guy's doing this to me. And apparently that guy and his girlfriend murdered her and buried her together.
Christ.
Yeah, and that happened not getting murdered, but a lot of sexual assault cases and stuff. Yeah, we got stationed out there. That was my first taste of the military.
And you're how old at this point?
Dude, I'm fresh out of high school. I'm 19. 18, 19, yeah.
She went all these sexual assaults and Muslims.
It was crazy, man. I didn't have a good experience on base. The place we stayed at was awesome, though, right?
What was it?
It was a townhome. We had it was like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, massive townhome. It was huge.
That's one of the benefits of being married in the military is you get an extra $1,400 a month to just go live somewhere.
She knew that, dude. She knew that.
Hey, I've been fake married twice.
Fake married?
Fake married. I
Okay.
did 2 contract marriages so I could make more money while I was in. And I would tell the girl, both marriages, I did the same setup. I was like, I'll give you $100 a week, $400 a month if you'll just go to Ringgold with me.
Passive income.
The fucking probate court in Ringgold has a chapel built on the side, and the probate judge is an ordained minister.
Yeah.
So he signs the marriage certificate and literally just walks over to the next room and pronounces you man and wife.
Yeah, that's what we did.
In and out, $75.
Literally.
And you're done.
That's what we did. And then she went to boot camp, and, dude, she knew what she was doing. She took my STEM check, dude.
Damn.
Dude, I didn't even get my STEM, dude.
It was like 3. She got all your stems?
All of the stems, bro. It was not a good time.
You're a dependent.
I was. Shit, dude. Dude, it was terrible. Honestly, terrible.
When did the divorce happen?
Dude, we were together for maybe a year. I lived in Texas. Great training. Got to meet some really high-level fighters and got to...
You're still training then?
Dude, that was her thing. Dude, she was crazy.
She was horny for the training.
It was my first relationship. We got together when we were 15, freshman in high school. She moved in with me. After 2 or 3 months of us being together, her mom was on a bunch of drugs and stuff. So she lived with us all throughout.
Your parents were cool?
Story for another time. My mom wanted a daughter, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I guess kind of took her under the wing, but she was crazy, bro. Stopped her from trying to kill herself multiple times. And
shout out her.
Yeah, your problems are your problems. But I didn't know any better, so I go out there and I was like, shit, dude, I ain't got to work and I just get to train. And that was her thing. But then I started getting cooped up in the house playing fucking Skyrim all day. And I'm like, straight up, dude, I was just grinding Skyrim. I was like, this is awful. I'll do something. She was like, no. It's like, no, you're going to train, And
video games are the death of modern man.
Right?
I play them from time to time. I'm in an NCAA 27 league with some of my high school friends. But as far as just sitting down gaming, bro, it's the most low-T activity you can do.
Dude, some games are kind of fun.
Dude, I love them so much. No.
But
I'm not saying
I just
gaming
get locked.
isn't fun. Yes.
I just get locked. It wastes my time.
I'm a RuneScape guy. I've been a RuneScape guy.
That's kind of low T, dog.
Bro,
that's like World of Warcraft
no
low T, dude.
It's a no T activity. I've played it since 2006.
Okay.
So I'm 20 years in on one video game.
Holy shit.
And even up until my last relationship really fell apart because I played RuneScape so much. I just neglected the fact that she had any needs at all. Which, whatever, good riddance to her. But
yeah,
I preferred RuneScape to talking to her, which...
That's me to fighting. RuneScape, though.
Oh, it was fun,
It
dude.
must be awesome. I've never played it, but I see the game. I like those kind of games.
It
like the open world.
Autism itch so bad because it's you just want to watch the number go up. And you just do the same repetitive task over and over. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I haven't played in 4 months now. I'm trying to get my T back up. And I know every time I log in, I lose 13, 14 points of testosterone.
You get locked in on those tycoon games. You ever played
used to when I was young?
Those fucking simulator games where you're just tapping the screen multiple times?
Roller Coaster Tycoon, bro.
Goated.
So sick. Not Roller Coaster. There's another one, a more recent one. It was Water Park Tycoon was sick. You ever played the idle games, Adventure Capitalist or Adventure Communist?
Yes. Not Communist, but I played Capitalist. Communist sounds
is my
awesome.
main one.
Yeah. I was into the Plague Inc. Plague Inc. Yes.
Yes, dude.
That one was awesome, bro.
They took that one off the App Store during COVID.
That makes sense.
And then I think they added COVID to it.
They have another one called Rebel Inc., and that one's so hard. I
did
bought it.
see that.
It was $5. I bought it, and I was played 3 playthroughs, got smoked, and
it's like a game of warring factions.
Yeah, but it's so confusing. Like, you got to manage so much at once, and I don't understand how it works. So I just got mollywopped. But Plague Inc., just wipe out the world with a disease.
I love shit like that. I feel like there's some like ADHD attraction to like you know that there's like an infinite amount of things for you to learn, and that you know none of them, and it's like, how fast can you like make this boring?
Dude, that's my problem with like Elden Ring, right? When Elden Ring was blowing up, I got to the second boss, but my problem was I had to see every single area and every single dungeon on the map.
Completionist.
It was awful. It took up so much time, and I spent so many hours, and then I looked and was like, oh, like these guys are already on like boss number 12, you know? There's like 12 other sections of this map, and I was like, this is going to take too much time. I'm wasting my time. I'll go back to Skyrim. Play some UFC, dude.
Skyrim's so undefeated,
dude.
That's such
goated.
a good game.
Goated.
It's such a good game.
Do you like the open world games?
Love an open world game.
Yeah.
I always am hopeful that they will make like a true Dragon Ball Z open world game.
Yes.
Like they've made,
the Kakarot, is that what it's called? Which is kind of like just a story, right?
They do, yeah. They do them like you can barely veer away from like the planned track, but I would love to see like a GTA style Dragon Ball Z.
That'd be awesome.
That's like the ultimate game to me.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Not a big anime guy, but Dragon Ball Z.
What about GTA 6?
It's coming.
Oh,
it's
man.
allegedly coming.
Allegedly.
They're doing the normal version of the game is like $80, and then the deluxe version is $100. But with the deluxe version, you get like in the not deluxe version, you don't get to use all the stores. You can't go into all the buildings.
That's retarded. How does that work?
It's so selfish. It's so greedy. They're going to make billions of dollars off this game, and they're trying to squeeze out another 20 from people.
They're going to have 6-year-olds in strip clubs, dude. I just want to go into the gun store, you know?
And then the strip club.
They're going to have like a Dollar General in the store, and they're like, you can't go in. You don't have the deluxe version. That's crazy.
Yeah, I hope the strip club is not on the deluxe version.
Miami? Dude, it's in Miami.
I don't really play video games like that, but if I did...
I'll play GTA 6.
Will you?
I'll buy a new game. I don't have a game system right now. I haven't had a game system in a few years.
Good. That's probably good for your fighting career.
Yeah, I play chess. Chess is cool. Yeah, I love some chess.
You got chess.com on your phone?
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay. You're going to have to add me after this.
For sure. Problem is I get, again, obsessed. So,
Me too.
I sit on the shitter in the morning, and my 5-minute morning shit turned into 35 minutes of me playing 2 games of chess.
Now you have hemorrhoids.
Yeah. You know? And then... second session of the day, third session, every time I was sitting on the toilet, I was playing 2 or 3 games of chess, and I was like, this is awful for everything, for my body, for my time.
Your physical body.
The hemorrhoids were devious, dude. Not a fun time.
You ever actually had one?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm plagued.
Dude, likewise.
I've had probably, so I'm 33. In between 18 and 33, I've probably had 6 bouts of like debilitating hemis.
Debilitating?
Like where I'm on my stomach, ice packing butt, like can't move. I've had debilitating hemorrhoids, but I did powerlifting for some years.
Okay.
And so deadlift was like my main lift. So I was 185 with a 540 deadlift.
Those will get you, dog.
Then
your lower back swollen.
Those will drop your butt out of your fucking butt.
Dude, debilitating's devious.
Debilitating. The only people I ever talk about this to is moms. Because if you haven't,
they're so open about it.
They're
all
like, have it.
Yeah,
they all have it.
I pushed a baby out. Yeah, my asshole's destroyed. I'm like, thank God you understand.
Yes.
You know?
They're
we
always
need more
so
fiber.
Helpful.
They're awesome. They're always so great, dude.
You need Tux wipes and witch hazel pads.
Yes.
And ice pack.
Yes.
Shout out to the single moms out there
Dude,
who have been so helpful with my asshole over the years.
Even if they're not single. Yeah. They're so great. Anytime I meet a new mom, they're just like, they want to take care. They're like, I want to help you.
Because if you've ever had one, you know how fucking serious it is. It's no laughing about, like, haha, your asshole's falling out.
No, it sucks, dude.
It's the worst.
I was terrified. That first wipe when you got blood, you're like, I've got ass cancer. I'm going to die in like 6 months.
I missed a month of jiu-jitsu, like when I first started. Like,
for hemorrhoids?
And I told them all. I was like, Mike had a good laugh at that one.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, dude, I can't come. My asshole's falling out. Like, I can't do anything.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's kind of rough to have to, especially in that environment where it's like it's a high tea environment.
Dude, that's my thing too, is like hemorrhoids will make you kind of dirty, and the guys, I got to shower before a jiu-jitsu session.
Got to. Me too.
I've got to. I've got to wipe everything down. I got to make sure.
Make sure I'm clipped.
I got to spray, dude. Like I'll put my deodorant on, obviously, but then I got a body spray. I'll go like, and then I always hit the gooch spray, dude. You always got to hit the gooch spray.
I've never once hit a gooch
dude,
spray.
you put someone in a triangle and it smells good, they're a lot more at ease, bro.
Not it doesn't smell bad.
Elijah.
It smells good.
Elijah Carlton, man. Shout out Elijah. I've heard this story. It's a legend among Chattanooga. But they were doing an in-house tournament. He was competing against a black belt, and he went and took a shit in the bathroom. Didn't wipe. Triangled the guy.
On purpose.
On purpose, dude. Didn't wipe. Triangled the guy.
Dookie face.
Dookie face. Yeah, dude, you're done. You're done.
You're done.
Your
And you're
manhood's gone.
disrespected.
I mean, you're already doing jiu-jitsu, but, like, now your manhood's really gone.
You're double gay now.
I've thought about that. Not showering before fights. Dude, after you cut weight, you
I've heard of
stink.
that before.
You're
I've
like
heard of that.
sticky and shit.
Yep.
At least your feet or something, you know?
You ever, you know who Diavio is?
I love Diavio, dude.
Okay.
What a trip. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought about having him on the pod.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
I would like, what is the branch of jiu-jitsu he's invented? He has some invented branch of jiu-jitsu. I forget the name of it.
Nikishimi? Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
It's something. He walked into a gym. Holy shit. He walked into a gym and was rolling with a black belt. The guy who owned the gym. And his black belt fell off. So he took this guy's belt, tied it on, and said, I'm the black belt of the gym now. And they ran him out of the gym.
Why?
Who does that?
Why?
Who does that? Dude, yeah. The guy's a trip.
Yeah, I'd really like to have him on. It would be a much different conversation than this one.
Have you seen his Facebook?
Yes.
When he works the security.
Where he gets fired from his job?
And
No, he
says,
quits his job.
Yes, and he goes on the mic and he's like, or the walkie-talkie, he's like, fuck you,
this
fucking
place.
pussy bitch. And then he posts a video of his uniform in the corner and he's pissing on it. Have you seen that?
I didn't see that. I heard he quit 2 jobs on Facebook. I saw the one where he takes his vest off and throws it on the ground.
He's an animal. He doesn't care, dude. This guy's walking into a black belt's gym, rolling with him, and then taking his belt is like insane. Imagine doing that to Mike.
I would never do that.
I'm the black belt.
The respect and reverence.
Havoc
that I have
is
for Mike.
mine now.
The respect that I have for Mike. Not even like,
He's a goat.
yeah, I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
Yeah.
I feel like MMA, or not MMA, martial arts in general, it kind of puts that into you because you kind of have to respect somebody if under the rule set you agree to, you know they can kill you. Like, if you know that it's like, you just, like, there's no rules in here and we don't respect each other, you can kill me, of course I'm going to be respectful. I don't want you to be disrespectful.
I guess. I don't know. I don't really see anything like that. I think I'm just disconnected from stuff like that. Anytime people talk about all of that, I just feel disassociated. Like
You
my
don't
whole
have that feeling?
No, I feel like my whole dude, fighting's changed me. Like my dopamine is fried. I don't feel normal unless like my nerves and anxiety are running. I just fought so much since I was 15. I mean, while I was developing, I fought. That's all I did, you know? So it was just I feel like it's really wired me different. But I don't ever walk into a room. People are always like, you see those jiu-jitsu guys who just get in and they walk into they talk about walking into the room like, man, you just feel so comfortable because you know you can handle yourself. That's true. But then they're like, man, as a man, you walk in and the first thing you do is you scan for threats. I never do that. I never do that. If you know a guy's a threat, you'll know. Like you don't have to scan for it. I walk into a room and I sit. I'm trying to chat with the fam, dude.
Yes.
It sucks, too, because all people want to talk about is fighting. They come up to you and they're like, when's the next fight? It's like, what about my dog?
Yeah, come on.
Apollo's,
Soccer's on.
yeah, dude, what about FIFA? You know, I just
Soccer's
watched the
on.
Argentina-Spain game. But, yeah, I feel disconnected from all of that entirely.
I will say jiu-jitsu made me feel no more comfortable about handling myself. I only did it for like 9 months. I've been 2 months off. But I don't feel like if something happened, I would be like, I mean, maybe a little more equipped, but not enough to be comfortable. Not like where I'm scanning threats and like, I'm going to address this.
That's insecurity to me. That's like a man who's just insecure in himself. I just never, from fighting, obviously I went through the phase as a 15-year-old where I was like,
Of course.
hell yeah, man.
You're a dickhead.
I've been, straight up. I became an asshole. I used to get made fun of by my friends for fighting and stuff. They're like, oh, you think you're tough now, you know? Which was also insecurity, but I would match that because I didn't understand at that point.
Fight me and win, pussy.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up. But now it's like, dude, I don't know. I just fight. That's how I just fight. But people, they see it so much differently.
Yeah, well, it's so scary, I think. It's scary.
It's not, though. It's like the only time I feel normal. And I just don't see it as scary. It's not that big of a deal.
From
People
the
are
average
like,
person, outside looking in, I will say, it's the scariest thing you can think about is conflict with another person.
I love that.
I think that's why you're doing so well.
Maybe.
That could be really a reason.
I'm the guy who, I get a fight booked and I'm in that motherfucker's DMs. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, straight up, dude.
Messaging the guy?
Yeah. I'm starting hashtags, bro. Like, I'm swarming this guy. I'm gonna make sure he knows I'm coming, you know?
Okay.
I don't know. I've liked confrontation, debating, arguing. I feel like I've just done that since I was a kid. So that wasn't anything new to me. But it's just not that scary to me. Like, at the end of the day, what happens? You get punched a few times. Maybe you get knocked out. Maybe you tap because you got subbed. I think the consensus is less of the experience of losing and more of I look dumb. My family just watched me lose.
Yep.
I'm less of a man.
I
Those
just
kind of
invited
things.
the girl to this.
Exactly. You know, and that's like I ain't gonna lie, that's gone through my mind.
That sucks.
I get with a girl and I'm like, I wonder how she's gonna fare when she watches me lose, if I lose. Mm-hmm. You know, luckily, that's only happened in jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu is kind of gay. So if I lose in jiu-jitsu, dude, if I lose in jiu-jitsu, who cares?
So you're
you
gayer
know?
than me, okay?
Straight
you
up, dude.
outgayed me?
Oh yeah, dude, you outgayed me, dude.
Do you ever have the thought before you go out that you're gonna lose? Do you ever imagine
that 29 second finish?
That was your like, last fight?
That was my pro debut. After the Karate Combat fight, it was my next fight.
The first LFA fight?
No, sir. This was the one in Atlanta. So I was like drinking the wine and kind of being a dipshit. I knew
the battery.
Yes. The dude sucked. I knew he was bad. I knew I was so much better than him. But I remember standing up there like, I know I haven't done what I needed to do. I may lose. Thankfully, I didn't. But honestly, most of the time, no, dude. I just love it. It's just so fun to me.
So you don't play out the possibility of like what you'll do if you
I
lose?
accept it. I disconnect from it. I imagine the Spartans used to do this, but they basically they would have them sit down and meditate, and all they would think about was losing, dying, all the possibilities of dying, the possibilities of watching your brother get sliced in front of you. And you just disconnect from it. Once you disconnect from the result, you're just there, man. Like, I don't care anymore. I used to care so much about winning and grasp on to winning, but now I just know I love it and know how fun it is for me.
To do, just in general.
It's just what I do, man. It's just what I do.
I wondered about this because I had like a lot of anxiety about doing a second jiu-jitsu competition even.
Yeah.
And then I watched the Sean Strickland interview where he was like, the only thing I'm thinking about before I go out there is I've imagined this guy beating me. I know that he could beat me. I know that I have to like I'm thinking about what I'm going to tell people after I lose. And then I saw the Justin Gaethje interview on Joe Rogan after he beat Ilia Topuria, and he was like, dude, leading up to that, like, I thought that he might beat me. I knew he could beat me. I knew like I was thinking about it so much, and I was like,
those are more fun.
These are the highest level athletes in the entire world, like the most capable, like combat athletes in the world, and they're sitting there stewing on if they lose or not. Surely this is like a prevalent thing amongst people.
It's how you. I feel like most people in this day-to-day world don't know how to handle stress and adversity. And once you face it so many times, like for you, the first jiu-jitsu competition, it's not easy, but it's also not hard, you know?
I had no anxiety.
The second one, it's terrifying, especially if you win, because now it's like, what if I lose this time?
That's exactly what happened.
Am I less? Do I suck? Is this like there's just so many more thoughts that come through, and the more you do it, the more you're just like, whatever, bro. Like,
I watch Micah now, dude. Like, I look up to that guy so much. He fucking goes out of his weight class, 2-3 weight classes up.
Yeah.
He's won,
absolute, he's lost.
He's won, he's lost. He never looks any different after. He never looks like it's affected him at all. And before he goes up, he doesn't look that bothered. This is what the thing that he does.
Yes. And that's all it is, man. It's just like, you got to just be there. Being present. I saw this there's this guy on Instagram named Sip Drake. He's awesome, based out of Atlanta. But he does a lot of like philosophical posts. I love that shit, bro. I eat it up. Chris Williamson, those kind of guys, I love it. But he talks about if you're thinking about being present, then you're not present.
That's true.
Which is very interesting to me. And once I kind of like took that in and ingested it, it was like you're just here. Like right now, we're just here, you know? I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm just here. We're chopping it up, watching the pod or filming the pod, just hanging out, you know? I feel like it's the same thing when it comes to fighting. When you're in a fight, you don't think about the next exchange. You don't think about the exchange before. You get hit with a shot, you're just on to the next. You're just there, man. And you have to make those reads and those adaptations in the fight, like being able to read, okay, his jab's good. How am I going to deal with this?
Immediate reaction.
But a lot of it's so instinct-based, and you're just present and there.
You don't have to be thinking about it.
And that's me in the walkout. The walkout's not like, once the music comes on, I'm just there. And I'm just going to accept whatever happens. If it's getting knocked out and, you know, as I get knocked out, my pants drop and my balls fall out, that's okay.
Shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
shit on accident.
Damn, you know, lucky y'all.
That was another thing from that Gaethje interview on Joe Rogan I thought was unique. He said for the first time in his career during his walkout, he could hear the fans. And he was looking at the lights. He was like, I was really there.
Yeah.
It's like I was really there this time. Like
It's incredible.
I could notice all the things that were happening. He said normally his anxiety is so high that it's like he's like tunnel visioned into walking out, which it's easy to see how you could be like that, especially at the main event in the UFC.
Absolutely.
Like Donald Trump is there watching you.
Absolutely.
But he said really in this moment, like he's looking around and he can hear people. And I thought that was fucking awesome. In the military, they teach us about that when I was going through the active shooter response school or whatever. Going into the black is like sensory overload. So like if somebody gets shot around you or you get blowed up or something like that, when the human body has like such a sensory overload, you basically shut everything off. You can't hear anymore. You can see, but it's very tunnel vision, and you're like very bad at making responsive like movements. And I think that's basically what like fighters describe when they're like overwhelmed or they're like in the walkout and their anxiety levels are so fucking high that they can't really like process what is going on.
Yeah, I've blacked out a lot in my first few fights. Like I just couldn't comprehend what just happened. But honestly, I just had so many fights now, and it's just what I do. I just took the pressure off of it. It's just a fun thing. Combat is fun, man. It's like at the end of the day, if I go out there and lose, like I run a gym now. I get to, you know, teach kids. I get to train. I get to hang out with the bros. I get to chop it up. That's fun, man. I get to make the walk and perform. We talked about this earlier, but perform.
The most important part, by the way.
Fucking have some fun, bro. I don't like the guys who walk out to the Screamo and they're like hoodie on, like just tense.
The fans don't want to watch that gay shit, dude. We don't give a fuck.
Yes.
I want to watch somebody. I want to watch Josh Hokett walk out doing Shy Josh and fucking cover his dick up in front of the ring girls.
Yes.
And I want to see him do Cholo Josh.
Yes.
And I want to see him fucking do the Hawkster.
Yes.
I want to watch that because I can watch anything. I can watch fucking porn. I can watch Joe Rogan. I don't have to watch your fucking fight. I want to, when I'm watching the fight, I want it to be entertaining enough that I don't want to turn it.
Yeah.
I want to watch what's going on.
Yes.
And I feel like that's a huge part. That's Chael Sonnen. That's what made him so big. You know, he fought for the championship 4 or 5 times something. I'm 0-4, 0-5, whatever, even though he's never lost. But it's because he's entertaining. People wanted to fucking turn on the TV and watch him. The same thing with Conor McGregor. Like, yeah, he was great as fuck. But also the pre-fight press conferences and stuff. Like, he's the greatest ever at the press conference.
And I feel like they're also, like, unapologetically themselves.
Or a caricaturized version of themselves.
Exactly. Like, Chael's playing a character, but I think he's also just a funny, witty, sarcastic guy.
He is.
So he just, like, he kind of just amped it up a little.
Yep.
And I just think people miss that part. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you should win. But if I lose, I would rather lose and the fans leave and go, man, that guy was sick.
Yes.
I want to see him fight again.
Yep.
I would much rather that than win and no one remember a damn thing about what happened in my fight.
I think it's better for your career to lose and people be like, wow, that guy was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Than to win and people not remember.
Yes. Yeah.
There's like, you know, there was like 19 fights or something last night. I remember literally 3 of them.
Yeah.
I remember 3 of those fights.
Same.
And I will, if I see those people on another card, I will make sure to tune in to those 3 people.
And it's just like, go out there and have fun. Just do your thing. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's a fight. It's fun. You do it all the time. The only difference is now you're in front of a bunch of fans in the cage, you know? But again, it comes down to stress. It comes down to like insecurity. There's just a lot of internal conflict that will go through you in those moments. But it's perception.
That's like magnified too because, you know, if you're insecure and you're going into an office job, you can hide that in 1,000 different ways.
Absolutely.
If you're locking yourself in a cage with another guy that wants to hurt you, there's not a lot of like ways you can fucking mitigate being insecure. You have to like address your demons right in that fucking moment.
Yeah. And it shows. You can tell.
It has to.
A guy like it's funny. Based off of all my face-offs, I can tell, and then watching the fight, obviously, but I can tell like what my opponent was really feeling on the inside.
Because you know what you feel.
Yeah, but I also feel like I developed a good sense of, just from my childhood and stuff, just developed a good sense of like reading people and seeing kind of where they're at and where their insecurities lie and confidence, body language, obviously. But like my last opponent, we're standing there, and obviously, like I don't toot my horn a lot. I was #1 in the nation, and I fought in karate combat. Like that gives me an accolade that a lot of people haven't achieved, and I'm just at the start of my pro career. And people see that, and especially in the MMA space. Other people, they don't really give a fuck. They don't know. But in the MMA space, when you're about to fight someone and you do research and you see that, you go, that's legit, okay? I'm sitting there in face-offs, and this guy's just, like, trying to put himself on my level. Like, I could tell
he's trying to like, be...
Not even just, like, tough guy, but he was, like, striker versus striker. He was like, you got to admit, they really know what they were doing putting this matchup together. But it didn't come off like confident. It came off like, I want to be on your level.
He's just
so
subconsciously
bad.
trying to make it striker versus striker.
Yes. And I was like, you've seen my fights. He was like, it's going to be a fun one. And I was like, it's going to be a war is what he said. And I was like, you've seen my fights. Yeah. He was like, you've seen mine. And I was like, yeah, I don't like what I've seen.
Yeah, I did.
But straight up. But he was like, it seemed like psychologically he was just trying to put himself up on the same pedestal that he had put me on.
For himself, not for the audience.
And it shows in the fight. It shows in the fight. For me, I don't give a fuck.
That was the 30-seconder?
No, this was the one I broke my hand. This is the last one.
Oh, finished barely.
And he was not bad. He was like 6-1, and like he wasn't a scrub necessarily, but there's just levels to it, you know? And I beat him up for 15 minutes, and he was a tough cat, but psychologically he wasn't there, and you could see it in his body language. You could see it everywhere. I think it just shows. Same thing with Idell.
Yep.
I told you before, when I'm about to walk out and his whole team's behind me and I'm barking at him, I'm half naked, my tiny pink shorts. I got that chick was crazy, bro. She was wasted. And I'm like pinned up against the wall about to walk out for my pro debut, nervous as hell, was hungover for the weigh-ins and stuff because I was being a dumbass. And she's like rubbing my chest like, are you about to fight? You a fighter? You one of the fighters? It's like, yeah.
She was hot?
I don't remember, dude. I was so locked
in.
I was kind of like looking
past her. She was 4, and that's okay.
I go 1-30. It works.
You do a 1-30 scale?
Yeah, no, we don't do 1-10s around here. 1-30, bro. Listen.
1 to 10 is not nuanced enough.
It's not. A 4's like ugly.
Yes.
A 7's like everyone says, oh, she's a 7. If she's mid. You know, but if you got 1-30, you got more options. You know, if she's a 17, if she's a 23, that's hot.
We're taking a 23.
That's a hot girl. Yeah, for sure. A 17, you know, that's like she's like she's cool. She's good. You know,
she probably has a good personality and like
8,
small tits.
An
8 on a 1 to 30 scale.
You're like, man, this girl may need some work done. She may need to hit the gym.
Dude. So I had this plan. To only start dating fat girls, just with the intention of selling them Retta. Because I'm on commission now.
Dude, the affiliate.
AmbushPeptides.com, by the way.
You're going to get rich.
I thought about hitting Tinder on a diabolical dating spree and only swiping fat bitches and being like, well, you know, you're really pretty, but I feel like you're leaving a lot on the table that you could really clean up here with Retta True Tide, and then sending them the link.
Devious, dude.
Boost their self-confidence up a little, but then also send them the link.
I've watched a guy. I saw a guy on Instagram. He posted like a 2-minute video, and he was explaining, like, listen, you get a fat chick, and when you get with her, you help her change her life. You teach her how to lift. You teach her how to lose weight. You teach her how to diet. Then she loses that weight, and now you've got a hot chick who used to be fat who will be forever indebted to you because she was fat. And I was like, that is a devious way to look at that.
If women worked like that, here's what actually would happen.
She'd get skinny, and she'd be like, I'm
too good for you.
Yeah,
you take this bitch, you get her on some Retta, she loses 40 pounds. You get her on some Salank and Simac, her anxieties drift away. You get her on oxytocin, she's horny as fuck. fuck for you. You get her on NAD plus, she has a lot of energy. You might see she's fucking moving in the mornings, and then she realizes
You're dating the Hulk.
I'm too good for this dumb fuck, and she starts fucking dating some Chad immediately.
But that's why you got to serve her. If you teach her.
Okay.
Right? Maybe there's more. There's more.
Rubber feet.
There's connection built. If you just go, hey, fat chick, take this Retatrutide, put some Tessamorelin with it. You know,
Burn that core
while
fat,
we're at
bitch.
it, let's add some TB because you need muscle on you. Well,
Or
then
you're gonna
maybe
be
she's going to be
flabby.
like, whatever, I did this myself. But I'm like, hey, this is how protein works and stuff.
Okay,
maybe.
you teach a fat bitch.
I'm not saying I would, but but you could. I've not good experiences, dude.
You rub her feet or something with fat bitches.
Rub her
fat
feet.
ladies?
I'm not a foot guy, man.
I'm not either.
I heard, I saw it on the Mac podcast. You were asking about that, dude.
We talked about foot guys briefly.
I don't like feet, man, and especially
Like, don't like at all. That's crazy because you do
I have to
jujitsu.
really like a girl. When I like a girl, I don't really care, you know. But on the outside, I'm good, bro. I know a guy
I don't trust a foot
who
guy.
looks at their feet.
Yes.
If he sees a girl coming into the gym, he's like, man, she's super hot. But she'll step on the mat. He's like, man, she's super hot. And he'll scout a little bit. And then once he sees her feet, if her feet are gross, he's like, I can't do it.
That's never a deal breaker to me.
Same.
Ever.
Dude, I've been told I got girly feet. What do your feet look like?
Okay, I think
I don't
probably-
want. That's a weird question.
They're a little
but
girly, I think.
You got girly feet?
I got short, like my toes taper evenly
Yeah,
to
same.
the side.
Same. I don't got a lot of hair. They're kind of pale.
Yeah.
It's kind of, dude, my doctor, best compliment I've ever received, by the way. My doctor was like, wow, you have like really girly feet. And I at the moment I was,
you got to report him. Nah.
it was a girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've never heard of a foot girl. We've all heard of foot guys. There are no foot girls.
What about an armpit girl?
Are those out there?
You don't know that?
Armpit girls?
Girls smell my armpits. That don't happen to you? They don't ever like, you get home from a sweaty day and they're like,
Nah.
you've never gone to hug a girl
I
and
think
she
my
goes,
pH is off.
really?
It got to be.
They whiff my armpits, dog. I'm like, this is weird.
You got a certain scent to you.
Swear.
There are pheromones.
I've
that
heard
are
that.
released from
Ginger
sweat.
pheromones. I swear I've heard
Ginger
that.
pheromones?
Yes.
Okay.
Brazilians.
We was gingers. Brazilians.
Gingers. Dude,
Gingers.
Brazilians. I don't know what it is, but Brazilian girls, they'll smell my armpits and they're like, there's something about like gingers smell. It's the Brazilian girls. But I've had other girls, they'll just smell my armpits. That doesn't happen to you?
No.
Fuck. Now I
we
feel
have a
weird.
Brazilian girl that goes to our gym. I want to fucking quiz her on this. I want to get her to check me, and then I want her to be like, hey,
Yeah, see what she thinks
next time
about
you see Briven, hit him real quick. See if it does anything to you.
Get a whiff of the pit, dude. Get a whiff of the
You
pit.
know what I'm talking about?
Tay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's dope.
I'm going to get her to do the test. If they're specifically sensitive to armpit pheromones.
I've heard.
I think they are.
Just rumor has it, I guess, dude.
Brazilian.
I can't believe you never had, dude. They'll literally
I
go to
don't
hug
think
me
so.
after a long day. I've been working, training, whatever. I go to give a hug and they go,
And they like it.
yeah.
Dude, there is something.
And sometimes they'll get 2 or 3.
There's
sometimes
a
they'll-
pheromonal pleasure. You ever, okay, so you know when you go down.
I've never smelt a girl and really liked it though.
When you go down on a girl,
Okay.
it's like the best possible flavor and smell is water. Like that's what you're aiming for. But sometimes it's got a little stink to it that's like, okay.
I just gotta know you're clean.
Okay, you know
I'm
they're
kind
clean.
of a germaphobe, bro.
Sometimes they have like this, it's not an armpity smell. It's like between.
No, I know what you're
It's like
talking
a
about.
weed, almost like a dank weed smell, or
Yeah.
like a pencil shavings, or like something just kind of,
Fucking pencil shavings
You know
is
what I'm saying?
crazy.
It's got like a
yeah.
little bit of musk to it that's like, oh, I like this. It kind of tastes purple for some reason.
Tastes purple.
Tastes
That's
like purple weed.
Yeah. Why does that make sense?
Yeah. And I kind of like that. Even though it's not like water, it's good. That's good coochie taste. And I'm not an eater really like that. I got to love you.
What?
I got to love you. No, I would never eaten on a hookup.
Yeah.
I'm never eating on a third date. I'm going to have to love you.
On a girlfriend.
I've kissed more girls than I'm worse with kissing. That was actually
Really?
Yeah, I've probably eaten out more girls than I've kissed. I've definitely had sex with more girls than I've kissed or eaten out.
Wait, you've eaten out more girls than you've kissed.
No, yeah.
I'm a kisser, dog.
But then
maybe that's my problem.
But I've also had sex with more girls than I've kissed too.
How does that happen?
I just don't be kissing like that.
How?
I just don't like that's my third base. I think is kissing.
Really?
Yeah, I just
I'm
don't.
like a quadruple tasker. I just got to be like doing everything.
Oh, kissing feels like it's so intimate.
Is it?
It's so intimate. Like connecting your face. And when I have kissed on like dates and stuff,
your genitalia is not?
that doesn't feel that intimate to me. That feels like we're just
no.
like using each other in a helpful way.
Maybe.
But like kissing, if I do it and I'm not ready to do it, like we're not third, fourth date and we kiss, I feel so awkward while I'm doing it and I just can't wait for it to be over.
Interesting.
I'll be kissing just like, God, I can't wait to get out of here. Like I'm thinking of excuses to leave. Straight up.
It
makes me so nervous, bro.
Really?
But if we were fucking raw, I'd be fine.
So you don't fuck raw on the hookups?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to use a condom. I'm not fucking gay.
Oh, so you do fuck
Yeah,
raw on the
yeah,
hookups. Okay. So then why not kiss? You're raw.
It just feels worse, bro. It feels worse.
I can't agree with that, dude.
I know it's a hot take.
I'm a kisser, dude.
You're a kisser.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think if you talk to most girls who had been hooked up with before, they don't make I'm an eye contact kisser
I
kind
do
of
like
guy,
some
bro.
I like some eye contact.
That's what I'd be
fucking.
doing. You know, it's like
Eye contact kissing?
no, like
You're a psychopath, bro.
that's devious. No. But totally, you be kissing and then keep the eyes closed. But then, dude,
Occasionally do a peek.
you true. He knows ball knowledge. But I think that's not a hot take. I think most girls, they don't do the eye. They just keep their eyes closed. They don't kiss and they just do the thing. And I'm like, that just seems so boring and like
It is.
not fun.
It is.
But then now that I think about it, no wonder I've been in some situations, I guess.
Dude, you be true love. You be true loving?
I'm a lover boy, dude.
I am too. Bad.
I'm a lover boy, dude.
I'm only whoring when it's like I'm trying to be a lover boy, and I'll sometimes go down a path that I know is not going to result in that, but I just want to feel it for a minute. Like if we will both lie to each other consistently for like 2 or 3 weeks, and we can both like pretend
Devious.
that we're in love. I love a love bomb.
That's crazy.
I love a gaslight. I love like playing house. I love when a girl comes and spends the night for 3 weeks.
I do dig that. I like when because dude, you come home and they're like, I've cleaned the kitchen. I'm like,
dude, it's awesome.
Thank you.
And
You're
you're-
awesome. Sick.
And you were
especially if they never hold it over your head too.
You were out just texting another girl all day.
Not me, dude.
No.
Not me, dude. I'm dude. I did
true
my
lover boy.
I did my fair share of the hookups. I don't like it. It feels gross. For me personally, I'm one of the guys who like. I gotta after like date number 3, we've got to set intentions. You know?
Okay.
If I want a long-term relationship. I want a wife. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of push it that way, but.
I would say this calendar year, I'm on the least amount of hookups I've ever done. I've had sex with like a strange lady who I didn't really know.
Strange lady.
A strange lady. I think I've done it once all year.
Okay.
Like a hookup type situation. I did do a situation where I like flew to another city to meet a lady earlier in the year.
You flew.
Well,
wait.
This lady flew me up.
Okay, I was about to say.
She paid for my plane ticket. She bought an apartment for 6 days that we stayed in.
Do it.
She took me around, like showed me DC. It was fucking
Sick.
incredible.
That's
she
sick.
paid for everything while I was up there.
What?
So yeah, that was like a little hookup, but she I think was using me. I loved her. I really was like, dude, I came back and I was like, we're going to still talk. That we're going to figure this out.
Out of sight, out of mind, dog.
She was back with her husband. And fucking
No.
yes, bro. It hurt me so bad. Well, it hurt me for like.
I can't do the home wrecking neither, man.
Well, they were separated for 8 months allegedly.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said
yeah.
I'm completely not.
Yeah.
And I don't think her or him will watch this, so who gives a fuck? I don't think anyone else will put the pieces together. So I was very under wraps about this because I respect her greatly.
Good man, dude. You do
high-
have a heart, dude.
Yeah, for this one I did. Dude. She was
Wrong choice,
such
I
a
guess, man.
respectful,
And then you fuck
wonderful
up and
lady.
you're like, all right, back to the game,
Yeah.
I guess, dude.
And then I come back home and I'm fucking like,
I just keep too much hope, dude. Star Wars: A New Hope, man. I'm just like, every episode's episode 4, man.
When I start talking to a girl, I ain't gonna lie. Within the first 2 weeks of me realizing I like you, I've imagined how our lives will be together.
True. And maybe that's not a good look.
It's bad. No, that's not good.
But I don't know, man. You're ADHD, you said.
Yes.
So I think that plays a factor because I look at it the same way, but it's like I'll think about things too. When I'm with a girl and say we've been hanging out for about a month, I'll start thinking, do I love her? Yeah, I got to.
Yes.
I feel like but it's like
You said months?
Like a month.
Yeah. A month is pushing it. I'm thinking, do I love you 2-3 weeks? We hang out 4 times, and I'm thinking, am I feeling,
Fuck, me too.
am I feeling love right
Oh
now?
God, that's why I got to be conscious of it now. It's like when I'm in the dating space, I have to just keep myself under wraps, man. Because I'll swear, I'll be sitting there and I'll be like thinking, I love you.
I can't
Down
say
in
it,
my
though.
head, and I'm like,
cannot
I will
say it.
never say it.
I will also derail my fucking life, dude. Like my.
What do you mean?
Like whatever my goals are at the time. Like right now, my exercise, my workout goals, my fucking jujitsu goals, if I'm going back to school at the time, like whatever I'm doing at that time. If I meet a girl, it's like I'm so bad about forming my whole life around whatever they need and just neglecting what I'm doing completely and not caring.
I tend to do that too, but then after I get into the relationship, it flips, and I'm like, you're now my girlfriend. I only care about fighting. You must know this, dude. My last few relationships have ended because of fighting. I mean, obviously more other things.
You're now my property, and you're my meal prepper.
Ooh. Nah, dude. I'll fast all day. No breakfast for me. But, dude, last couple relationships, they're all like, your life's too big for me. Dude, devious. Dramatic as fuck.
Damn, that is dramatic. That's
My
right.
last girlfriend was like, maybe this is your whiplash moment. You ever watch that movie? Dude, it's like this guy who just is so obsessed with drumming. And then I relate to all those. Like Marty Supreme. You ever watch Marty Supreme? Holy shit. I was watching Marty Supreme with my friends, and he was like, this is kind of like you, dude. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be that. That's not good.
Did things not work out for Marty?
He was just a maniac, just a selfish maniac who wanted to be the best ping pong player in the world. Okay. Crazy, right? You got to watch it. It's Timothée Chalamet. Great movie, incredible movie, but crazy events.
To be the best, you do have to be obsessed, though.
Yeah.
You can have no balance. If you want to be the best, balance is...
Both of those movies have two of the best scenes that I've ever... I don't want to say best scenes, but it's got two of the greatest scenes I've ever seen. And Whiplash, the guy really likes this girl, and then he sits her down, takes her out after a couple dates, takes her out to a diner and was like, hey, we can't see each other anymore. I'm only going to care about drumming. The only thing I'm going to think about when I'm with you is drumming. You're going to then this. And he just broke down the whole situation and broke things off with her. I was like, sick. Kind of felt that way before. And then in Marty Supreme, there was one girl who was like following him. He turned around and he was like, you have no purpose. It's like, my only thing is I want to be the greatest. I want to be the best. You don't know what it's like to be me. This is not nice. And just dumped her too. And I was like, man, I don't like that I relate to this, but I do relate so heavily to this.
And they say autism is a modern phenomenon. No way.
Ooh.
I think when you lock in that heavily, just like fucking, to be the best at anything, you're not doing shit else. Mm-hmm. You can't. There's too many people trying to do any specific thing. Mm-hmm. If you're the best rifle shooter in the world, if you're the best ping pong player, if you're the best swimmer, that's what you're doing 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
You're either prepping to do it or doing it.
I get offended now because there's this meme that went around, but it was being a fighter, an MMA fighter nowadays is like being a SoundCloud rapper back in 2016. Like it's like the new meta. Like
everybody's doing.
Yeah, everyone wants to do it. So guys come into the gym and they're like, I want to be an MMA fighter. I'm like, okay, whatever. You now just roll your eyes to it or just like bat your eyes. But then they're like serious. They talk to you and they're like serious talking about, oh man, I'm thinking about this jab and this and that. But I'm like, man, I see you twice a week. I was living I've been homeless. I just now have a home. In Clarksville, just got a spot, dude.
I tell people that about music. I was living in my car, living in the studio. I was so fucking obsessed. I was doing it 7 days a week from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed.
So you get it, man.
Nonstop thinking about
Same.
it. It's like if I
I've been
wasn't
couch
doing
surfing
it,
since 15.
if I wasn't doing it, I was thinking about like how to get enough money to get back in the studio or how to like get to where I was. And that's, I think, my music stuff worked so well for a short period of time, but it was because I was so fucking obsessed. Mm-hmm. No fucking, like there would be women around, but if you were dating me at the time, you had to sit in the studio for 8-9 hours at a time while I was doing my thing. And you had to be okay with that or you could leave. I didn't need you here.
Yeah.
You weren't helping.
Yeah, true. And I go back to Chris Williamson. Dude, I love his shit, Modern Wisdom. I don't know if you know about him, but he's awesome, man. Was like on the first season of Love Island, like Playboy guy.
Hell yeah.
Getting all the chicks. And then he like had a point in his life where he was like, what am I doing? Like my whole life is basically created off my looks. So now he has like this, it's called Modern Wisdom. It's one of the biggest podcasts, but he has, he basically just does like self-motivating kind of talks and stuff and has some comedy. But he posted this great thing that stuck with me a few weeks back, and it was motivation, discipline, and obsession. Motivation, and I think obsession wins every single time. Motivation is doing something when you want to do it.
That's gay. That's gay. Anybody can do that.
True. Discipline is doing the things you hate, but doing it like you love them. Obsession is not being able to imagine doing anything else. So, and that's how fighting is for me. It's like, it's not motivation. It's not discipline at this point. It's obsession. I can't imagine going home and not thinking about the last training session. I can't imagine hugging someone and not thinking about getting double underhooks and where my weight distribution is. I swear. I can't imagine laying in bed. Dude, get chick on top of me. I'm thinking mount escapes. It's obsession.
Thinking about kipping this
Straight
bitch
up,
off the
bro.
top of you.
Straight up, bro. It's going to break this shit, dude. But I genuinely, I can't think about anything else. And
I do think it's the only way to be you can be good at something with discipline.
True.
You can enjoy doing something with motivation, but you cannot be the best without obsession.
No.
Those
are the best in the world.
If you look at any discipline in the world, who is the number one best at it? You think people are telling Lionel Messi to go practice soccer?
No.
You think people are telling Cristiano Ronaldo to go practice soccer? They're not.
No.
That's what they do. That's all they think about.
Yes. He's in the shower, and he's thinking about how practice went.
Yep.
He's thinking about how that step was and where the ball was located and how he can make it better next time. That is every day of my life. And it's kind of nuts. I'm sure you understand with like music and stuff. But it literally like drives you insane.
Yes.
It drives me insane because you become a perfectionist.
It drove the people around me insane,
Yeah.
mostly. Because I would be hanging out with girls or whatever and be in my car, and I would be listening to fucking 40 snippets of music that I'd created over and over and over, driving around in the car trying to think, what do I add on to this? What's like the cadence that I get after this? Like, can I do something different on the beat right here? Like, what sample would fit in right here? And I'm like asking them, and they're like, dude, I just want to hear Kevin Gates' new song. Like, I don't care about this. And it's like, well, you can get out. I don't fucking give we're not doing enjoyment right now. We're working in the car right now. Anytime I'm around music at all, I'm working. We're not in the studio watching fucking Beyonce videos. We're fucking working.
Yeah.
And not working, we're just like, this is the thing that I do.
You need a girl who understands it, man. That's hard to come by.
Yeah, good luck.
A girl who gets it. But I imagine when you reach a certain level of success, like,
when you have enough money, of course a bitch gets it.
well, that, but also imagine imagine you're a rapper, right? And you have a song that has 100 million streams, and you've already got a shit ton of money. Now, you don't necessarily have to spend that Wednesday in the studio. You got a shit ton of money, and you know the royalties are coming in. You know you're going to be making money off of that. I think it's chasing that for me too. It's like the fight. Like once I build my brand to an extent and I start getting money that way, maybe I can slow down. I like to think I could slow down and I could, actually give all I can to a woman, but or just a family in general. But right now it's like, man, all I think about is fighting, bro.
That is a peek into how obsessed you are, too. The fact that you fantasize about a day when you can think about it less.
Yeah.
That's how you really know that you're fucking dialed right now.
Straight up. Dude, I was talking to a buddy about this last night. He was calling it, it was like a thing that develops as a kid from trauma, but it's maladaptive hallucinations, I think is what he called it. But it's basically what you do is if your childhood was kind of crappy, you essentially put yourself in a different place. A visualizing, but on a deeper level. Meditation, but on a deeper level. And I kind of related heavily to that. I never had a term for it. But even me, when I'm in the car and I'm driving for 3 hours, I play a song over and over and over again. And I put myself in that spot. If I'm laying in bed at night, I'm thinking I'm on the mats. My dreams, I'm on the mats. Like, it's weird. It's like all day I'm like hallucinating about fighting. And sometimes I can find myself being present, like one of these moments. But even now talking about it, I'm now thinking about being on the mat. So it's fucking weird, man. Being obsessed drives a man crazy.
One more question is, do you have somebody in your weight class that's maybe under the LFA promotion that you're looking at right now somebody that's eligible to take the fight?
No, I don't know any guys from LFA, unfortunately. We've had a few different offers, but just none of them have panned out, man. So hopefully we get something working out. It'd be sick.
I thought it would be cool if you said a name here, and then I say, is he pussy? And you say, yeah.
They're all pussy.
And then we
and the ones who aren't will be.
just send the fucking contract over.
Just send the contract, dude. Let's just fight. It's straight up Tommy Guns, man.
Tommy Guns,
dude. Dude, he was. I like that post fight. The guy was talking about him being fake gangster. During the fight, he was walking out and hit him with a double finger and then right-handed him, bro. And in the back, he was like, "Well, I'm faking it. Come meet me in the cage."
Double bird rules, bro. Nate Diaz popularized
Gangster,
double bird.
bro. So gangster, bro. Like, especially the way he walked forward and just slung into a right hand to clip that guy. Sick, bro. Sick. But they're all pussy, man.
Fuck yeah.
Until they prove me they're not.
Fuck yeah. Well, this has been incredibly productive, dude. I super appreciate you coming by. It's
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Again, one of my favorite podcasts I've ever done. I love talking to fucking, I guess I'm a fighter podcast now. I didn't start out this way, but.
Maybe you'll be a fighter soon. Eek the rapper to Eek the MMA fighter.
You know, my next transition that I'm looking at, All or Nothing Fights, is to be you guys' color commentator.
Ooh, get this
for
guy
the next
on.
pay-per-view event. I've been in contact, but I'm going to be in contact again, and I'm probably going to send you this clip right here.
And if not All or Nothing, one of these promotions got to get this guy
Yeah,
on.
who
Dude,
else is
you'd be
there?
so entertaining as a commentator.
I just want to get behind the mic, dude. I know enough. I don't know everything. I know if somebody has a stiff jab.
Be the John Anik.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He's
just,
not a fighter.
No, he doesn't talk a lot of technique. He just he's making it fun, you know?
Yes.
And he splashes in every now and again. I think he'd be
Yeah,
perfect
let me
for
do
that.
the ad reads, guys. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Briven, dude, super appreciate this, and we'll have you on again before your next fight.
Hell
And we
yeah.
will call somebody a pussy.
They're,
Somebody specifically can be called a pussy.
we'll make someone a pussy. Yeah, my man. I appreciate
you,
it.
dude.
Okay.
Until next time, yeah, we're sponsored by Ambush Peptides. Hit the link down below. 15% off when you use my discount code. Goodbye.
Hell yeah.